This week on Longshot TV.
We're gonna be fishing anywhere from 300. Oh, got one on! Moving this way. Had one short bite us, tore the ballyhoo off, and we had 2 more dolphin hook up. Now me and Adam's got a double hook up. Beautiful fish right there.
100 feet down, 500 more feet to go. Triple hook up.
There you go, you can relax now. You just gotta get him up off the bottom. That's what we're after, Adam.
Hey, you can hold him up. I'll get here and smile.
Well, we got a 1-day window to go fishing here. It's gonna be light and variable for 1 day and get up in the afternoon. So I give the guys a call on the Longshot crew. Let's load up, let's get offshore, try to put some dolphin and wahoo in the box and get back home before the blow starts.
Well, after getting the call from Wade, the Longshot crew met down at the dock. We're anticipating a great trip to the Gulf Stream.
We've got about a 2.5-hour trip ahead of us, and even though it's a long trip, when you're with friends like this and we're heading out deep sea fishing for the day, it really doesn't seem like a long time at all.
We're heading about 65 miles out to the break where the water goes from like 165 to 300 feet. And hopefully we'll find a pretty good temperature break out there and find a lot of grass and hopefully have a good bite on dolphin.
This time of year, right about 6 o'clock, is absolutely perfect. The sun's just cresting over the horizon, and it just makes for a beautiful start to your day.
As we're clearing the jetties, we all looked at each other and thought, wow, what another great day that the Longshot crew gets to spend heading to the Gulf Stream.
The ocean's really pretty, so I feel like I can make some pretty good time today, push the boat on up, and we only got about a 2-hour, maybe 2-hour and 15-minute ride offshore. As I'm running along, I'm starting to see a lot of flying fish get up off the water, which is definitely a good sign.
He sets the boat on autopilot and heads to the back and starts rigging a few rigs.
All right. Well, me and the guys are sitting about 50 miles offshore right now. We're rigging a few ballyhoos, excited to get the baits in the water. We're heading out about 65 to 70 miles to the stream, fishing about 250 to 300 feet of water, but we cut the trip short a little bit and decided to pull some baits around here first. We see a lot of seaweed, a lot of flying fish, and usually that's a good sign. It's not quite as deep as I'd like to get, but we're going to start dragging a few baits right here and see if we can get a nibble. We get some ballyhoo rigged up and start feeding the lines out. Got a spread of 6 lines out, pulling rig ballyhoo on some islanders and sea witches. We're in about 115 feet of water right now, and we're going to try to ease off a little deeper. We decided to stop a little earlier before the break because we were marking a lot of bait fish, seeing flying fish, a lot of grass in here. We're going to be fishing anywhere from 300. Oh, got one on! No, just grab the rod, pick it up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let him run, let him run. Get the reel. Let him run. Not yet. Oh. Perfect.
Caught me eating.
Now I turn around and Wade's running out the cabin door. Chris is jumping across the deck. He's got a sandwich in his hand. He's throwing it.
So I throw down my sandwich, run over and grab the rod, pull a couple jerks on it.
Chris, pick that reel up if you don't mind. I'm gonna cut. It's coming all the way over. Pick it up and go all the way over. Go all the way over these rigs. Get right on. Hold on. Roll, go on right on. You're good to go. Rod tip up, Chris.
Well, I'm cranking on this big fish, and it's putting a pretty good challenge.
Rod tip up, Chris. Chris is only not giving no slack. He pulls this fish to the boat. Move him this way. A little wahoo. We hadn't been fishing 10, 15 minutes and got our first wahoo in the boat.
I was eating a sandwich, and before you know it, we got our first one in on the boat. Super nice wahoo. Here in the Carolinas, you gotta come get some of this. First one of the day.
We hadn't had the lines in the water maybe 10 minutes, and had our first rod to go off, and Chris just boated a nice wahoo. Didn't take him very long to get it in. It's a little on the small side, but it's gonna be great eating on the grill, and I'm definitely pumped up for the rest of the day. That's a good sign when you put a fish in the box pretty quick like that.
It wasn't long at all. We bump around maybe 10 or 15 minutes and we get another one on.
As I'm looking back behind the reel, we're going back to it, I see a little fish jumping. And, you know, it's just a little peanut dolphin, but hey, it's a fish.
Think it's probably just trash?
I don't know. I saw a fish come out of the water.
Huh?
I wound up, I saw a fish wind out in there, Roy. It's a dolphin.
Got a little dolphin on. Smaller one.
And he winds this little fish in. It looks like a little water ski coming across the top of the water. It's just dragging right across. Down where he can get. It's a little dolphin, I think. Good.
Yeah, it's good. We bump around a little bit and it wasn't long at all. We had our first double hookup of the day. I was on one rod, Wade was on the other.
I refer you. There you go. That's good right there. Just in the water. Just barely put him in the water, Chris.
Had one jump on this long line with the bird. Sorry. About a minute later, one jumped off on the starboard side.
These fish are steady swimming. You got to keep the boat in gear. They'll get slack in the line and spit the hooks. But it was crazy. We needed about 4 more people on the back of the deck, clearing the grass, and had one short bite us, tore the ballyhoo off, and we had 2 more dolphin hook up. Now me and Adam's got a double hook up. I see this one coming in pretty good. Yeah, off to you, Chris. Let it swim in the water right there. I hand the rod off to Chris.
Hey, bump the motor. You good, Adam?
Chris, that's what you call a beautiful dolphin right there. He's lit up with all the pretty colors. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish right there.
After Wade lands his fish, I've only got probably 25, 30 more yards to go. And mine swings around to the port side of the boat.
Got a hand line right here. So as Adam's fighting this fish, one of the camera guys were wanting to get some really cool underwater footage. So I was going to try to slow the boat down even a little more. That's a nice fish. Going under the boat. One of the camera guys were wanting to get some really cool underwater footage. So I was going to try to slow the boat down even a little more, and I actually knocked it out of gear for a second. Got a hand line right here. That's a nice fish. Going under the boat. He just pulled off. I'm sorry, Jesus.
This fish ends up swimming straight to the boat, gets a little slack in the line and spits the hook. Man, I had a nice dolphin hook up here.
Well, we just got a nice mahi-mahi in the boat. We had some chaos going on in the back of the Longshot for a little bit. We were clearing lines, trying to get some grass off the hooks. Had a triple hookup, lost one, and me and Adam jumped on these two here, two really nice dolphin. I was fighting mine, Chris and Roy, Michelle were clearing lines, and Adam had a nice fish coming to the boat, and we managed to get this nice dolphin in, but lost his right at the boat.
My first fish of the day we had right here at the boat. It just goes to show you, you get just a little bit of slack in your line, he may end up spitting the hook.
You troll around for a little while longer, and it's just real slow. We're not getting bites. I think we had one line with a little short bite. He bit the tail of ballyhoo off. I saw him when he was biting. Is he still on there?
Still on?
You see it, Chris?
I don't think it's still on. Well, we thought we had one on. It actually hit it, ran with it a little bit, and I think it got off. So we're actually bringing it in and going to be checking the bait on this one.
Check out and see if his tail bit off. He didn't get the hook. It's a small fish.
Oh, we didn't want him anyway.
Well, we decided to pull the lines in. The trolling this afternoon has been a little slow. We're out here about 600 feet right now. We're going to go a little bit deeper and try to catch some deep water grouper, maybe a golden tile or gray tilefish.
Adam threw one of the rigs off, way through the other rig off.
When you're doing this deep water grouper fishing, you got to be very precise. You got to be right on top of the rock, and if you miss it by a couple feet, you ain't getting no bite.
I started seeing the rod tip bump a little bit, so I started cranking on it.
I think you got a little meat hanging on that stick, Adam. I think you got a little meat hanging on the end of that stick.
Well, we finally hooked up to one on this bottom, but the problem is he ain't going to come off the bottom.
You just never know when you're 600 feet down what you're going to catch down there.
100 feet down, 500 more feet to go.
I crank on this thing, it seems like 30 minutes.
Why don't these fish swim toward the boat?
Yeah, he's got a nice one on.
You got it.
Oh. Look at that.
All right.
All right.
Triple hookup. Got our first couple of deep water grouper on board. We've been trolling all morning, and we run out here with 600 feet or so.
He's got two deep water grouper and a silver snapper on, and we get them in the boat, and Chris is over here pulling in two gray tilefish, which are really good to eat.
Adam just caught a couple real nice deep water grouper, and I just pulled in a couple tilefish.
Gonna get these on ice and drop back down. Get on some more, hopefully.
Adam just caught a couple real nice deep water grouper, and I just pulled in a couple tilefish.
Gonna get these on ice and drop back down. Get on some more, hopefully.
So I head back up into the tide again to get set back up on the spot again and try to make another drop. And we send them down. Went too much longer. Chris was pulling a couple really nice rose fish. And they're not very big, but they're very colorful and they're real good to eat fish.
It's a race for the Longshot crew. Got the lead there, Wade.
Out here you got your, your golden tilefish, your gray tilefish, your rose fish. You have a little bit of, you have a variety of fish out here you're gonna catch when you're deep water drop for these deep water grouper. So we were happy to catch a variety of fish and put a lot of different color in the box.
A couple rose fish. Gonna be some good eating. I knew this was gonna be some great eating when we got back home.
So we just swung the boat back around, ran up into the tide a little bit more, and we just dropped these reels back down. And it wasn't but a few seconds I saw Adam bent over in the corner again.
You got a good one or a couple of good ones?
We're 600 feet down, and you make a couple drops in 600 feet, you're gonna get tired pretty quick. And he's looking at me like, Wade, what have you got me into? I'm sitting back laughing at him, cranking a reel in 600 feet of water. But
It's only about the 7th time I've reeled this in 600 feet.
Adam, what you got going on there? Nice fish. I get back here and start hand lining them in. He's got another nice grouper and tilefish. Keep coming. We're going to start heading in, point the boat towards the house, but I got a few more spots I want to try. Plus the tide's running out here in this deep water, and I'm gonna maybe go to about 500 feet and hit a couple spots in there and see if we can get one of these big old grouper I've been telling everyone about.
Wade's been telling me about how big some of the grouper are that he's caught out here, so I'm definitely anxious and excited to get hooked up on some more to see if I can hook up on one of these big ones.
Adam's rod goes bending over in the corner, and I mean, it was bent over pretty good. You feel him? There you go, you can relax now. Just gotta get him up off the bottom. That's a fish there. We're still over 500 feet. We're pretty daggone deep, and Adam's back here just a grinding. I was looking for him to hand the rod over and give up any second, but he surprised me, he didn't. So I see color coming up, and I realize immediately this is a nice grouper right here. I told Adam, I said, Adam, you got a nice one. I don't think you quite realize how nice of a fish he had.
I'm at a mono.
Pull him in the back of the boat, and Adam is ecstatic. I mean, this is the biggest grouper Adam's ever caught, and this was a nice fish, a great way to end the day on the Longshot. That's what we're after, Adam.
Hey, you can open them up. I'll get here and smile.
I'll tell you, yeah, that's a hog, Daddy. We caught a nice variety of fish, a lot of color in the box, and we're gonna have some great eating, and I definitely look forward to the next trip here on the Longshot.
After about a 2.5 hour trip, Wade made the call that we're seeing a lot of starfish, excuse me,